Hello children, Mrs Savage here. I thought this week we could do some baking. For this you will need your adult to help you. I thought we could make some flapjacks. The ingredients you will need to make flapjacks are 225 grams of margarine, 225 grams of demerara sugar, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, 275 grams of rolled oats, that's what you use to make porridge, and you need to get your grown-up to preheat your oven to 160 or 325 depending on your electric oven or gas Mark III. I like to have all my ingredients weighed out so that I'm ready to go. Next we need to get our tins prepared. You can use any size tin you like depending on whether you like your flapjacks thick or thin. I've greased 2 different types of tins here just to show you the sort of tin you can use. Make sure that it's into the edges so that we can get all the mixture in. This one is a thin tin, so it's going to be thin flapjack. This one's a little bit thicker and it's not as wide as this one, so it'll be a fatter flapjack. Put your butter on your heat, which your adult will have to turn on for you, and start letting your butter melt. Butter has started to melt. You can add in your sugar and your golden syrup. Make sure it all goes in because this is what helps to stick it all together. Now you need to make sure that all blends in together and all the butter has melted. Once your butter has all melted and there aren't any more lumps in it, you need to turn off the heat and you're going to add your oats, okay? A little bit at a time because you want to add them and get them all mixed in. So you're going to do stir, stir, stir. You're definitely going to need your adult to help you here because we don't want you getting burnt. Stir, 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 all covered in. Oh, that's the last of that. And stir so they're all covered. Make sure everything's covered and there aren't any dry oats at all. No dry oats, it's all got to be wet. Once we're all mixed in and there isn't any dry oats left, we're going to pour the mixture into our pan. Make sure we get all of that dry mixture wet. And once it's in our pan, we can make sure it goes into all of the corners. This would be easy for you to do. Can you press this in? You need to put it in the oven on the middle shelf. After half an hour, our flapjacks will be cooked, so you will need your adult to take them out of the oven for you and leave to sit for a little while. If you can see, the mixture still looks a little bit runny. We can't do anything with it now because it's still runny. We need to let it sit for a little while until it goes a bit more solid, and then we can mark our flapjacks into the squares. Once your flapjacks have been sitting for a while, you'll see that they're not soggy and moving around anymore. That means you can start to mark them. So with your grown-up, we're just marking it. We're not cutting into it yet, we're just marking it so we know where we want to cut it. I'm going to make some small squares because I don't really want them too big. So I'm cutting in the middle and I'm just marking it because I can't cut it until it's gone cold. That way. And the same this way, down the middle, down the middle. and down the middle. Now I have to wait for that to go cold before I can cut them. Once your flapjacks are cool, you can cut them before you eat them. So you need to look for where your marks are, where you've just marked it, and you're going to get your adult to help you cut right down to the bottom on all the squares. Go down all the lines, and you can see I've made square shapes all the way down. There we go, that way, one way. That one looks a bit messy on the side, but that's the nice bit, that's the chewy bit. Then we're going to go the long way down. Now these are the flapjacks I made in the smaller of the tins, so they're a little bit thicker than the ones I usually make. But that's fine, because it just depends. And then when you've cut them, you can take them away, and there is your chewy flapjack. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy making flapjacks as much as I do, and I hope you enjoy sharing them with your family. Stay safe everybody, and here is the instructions on how to make flapjacks.